Waterfall from Flying Without Wings, Mamiko Watanabe, and an incredible trio, Santi Debriano on bass and Francisco Mela on the drums. And we have Mamiko on the line right now. Mamiko, welcome to WPFW.
Hi, Rusty. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure, absolutely. So we just heard from Flying Without Wings, your Waterfall, with Santi Debriano and Francisco Mela. How did you hook up with them? How did you get them to record with you?
Okay, I had met Francisco Mela when I was a student at Berklee College of Music.
Uh-huh.
And I was very lucky that I had a chance to play with him when I was at Berklee. And he always makes my compositions sound great, and I've learned a lot by playing with Francisco. And Francisco played for my 4 CDs in the past. And I've met Santi Debriano when I was playing piano for jazz camp in 2016. I really wanted him to play for my CD, so I asked Santi, and he said yes.
Uh-huh.
So,
so tell us, let's go back to the beginning. How did you get started on the piano?
Okay, my mother brought me to the music school when I was 4 years old.
Ah.
And started playing the piano around the same time. And at the music school, I got to learn composing and play my original compositions at the concerts in Japan and overseas.
Where in Japan did you grow up? Where was this?
I grew up in Fukuoka.
Mm-hmm. And was all your training in European classical music before you switched to jazz? How was that transition made?
When I was around 8 years old, my music teacher recommended me listening to jazz for composing. So my mother had me listen to big band music at home or on the way to the music school. And I loved swing, and I enjoyed it very much. And I was also playing classical music too.
Who were some of the early jazz pianists that you were listening to that had an impact on your playing?
Oscar Peterson, Michel Petrucciani,
Uh-huh.
McCoy Tyner,
Fantastic.
Jason Kelly.
Okay, I'm sure there are a host of others. So how did you make it to the United States? You mentioned you went to Berklee.
Yes.
And
so after...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Sure.
After graduating from high school, I moved to Boston to study jazz at Berklee. And I took private lessons from Jeff Colville, Danilo Perez, and Phil Wilson was my teacher.
And after you graduated, who were some of the people that you worked with coming along and developing your career?
Well, I'm very honored to have performed with Valery Ponomarev, Santi Debriano, Francisco Mela, Roland Alexander, Joe Ford, Frank Lacey, Victor Jones, Junie Booth, and there are many other musicians.
Well, that's
helped me.
Yes, it says a lot for your performances because of those musicians that you worked with. As I mentioned to you in our text before, I've known Valery Ponomarev ever since he was with Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, so we go way back. And the other artists that you work with, I've heard a lot of. So tell us about what you're going to be doing this coming Monday at the concert that Burnett Thompson has pulled you into town for.
Yes. I'm planning to play some of my original and my favorite jazz standards and a song that I used to listen to when I was a kid in Japan with my arrangement.
Go ahead.
I've been working on it, and I'm looking forward to performing it.
What are some of the jazz standards that you're going to be bringing a different arrangement to?
I'm planning to play Cherokee, Dolphin Dance, and Polka Dots and Moonbeam.
Ooh, okay. And you'll be mixing them with your own compositions.
Yes.
I want to mention that the piano jazz concert is going to be at the Dacor Bacon House, which is at 1801 F Street, and Mamiko will be performing there this coming Monday night. The concert believes that it's at 7 o'clock, right? Is when we start the performance.
Yeah.
And again, if you want tickets for this, you can go to the website www.pianojazz.com. And Burnett's been putting on a series for going on 9 years now, and it's just been incredible. You're in great company in terms of the array of pianists that Burnett has brought into town. How did Burnett connect with you?
From what I remember, Burnett was listening to the gig in New York I was playing, and he was a friend of bass player I was playing with, and it was a surprise that I got email from him.
But it's certainly incredible that you all connected, because your playing is just phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to the performance on Monday night. So we're going to go back to your recording to conclude our interview again with Santi Debriano and Francisco Mela, and It Will Be. Tell us about the composition that we're going to hear.
It Will Be is about my the future, hopeful future.
Well, I guess it will be very, very hopeful and helpful to see you Monday night. Mamiko Watanabe, I really want to thank you for calling in tonight. I'm looking forward to the performance on Monday. Again, it's at the Decor Bacon House, fascinating building that is used for State Department, Foreign Service employees and retirees. 1801 F Street. For tickets, go to www.pianojazz.com for tickets for this fantastic concert. Looking forward to seeing you, Mamiko, on Monday, and as we listen to your composition, It Will Be.
Thank you.